We've seen how art making can often be a solitary process, but we've also learned that collaboration can yield some incredible results. Well, the Main Street Arts Gallery in Clifton Springs has paired up furniture makers with ceramic artists, and the results are stunning. Let's take a look at one of these pairs.
For this exhibition, we wanted to pair ceramic artists and furniture makers together in collaboration to see how they interpret the theme setting the table. We wanted to pair together people who shared a common aesthetic but also had some deal of contrast. Kelly and Jason's work both have kind of a modern, design-oriented aesthetic. They really took to the idea of collaborating really well.
Just a little bit of that slate to show, just aesthetically, but also
I wasn't sure what it would be like because I've never worked with another person before on a show. Typically when I'm arranging my pots, it's for a specific event. I'm arranging them more for function. I have something very specific in mind that I'm trying to say with the pots. And then Jason helped me to arrange it more for composition. It was more about line and color, less about function and more about straight aesthetics.
that seems maybe a little odd, maybe too much contrast. You could do, these are all green. Could do like 3 green and 1 blue. It wasn't just this idea that we were going to set a couple of ceramics on a table or a credenza. There was a lot to be investigated, and we've gone back and forth a few times on the organization and kind of the division of that space. As far as Kelly's work and mine, we quickly found that our work had a lot of complements. The idea that there's a lot of breathing room in some of the pieces, there's a lot of quiet space. There's also a strong graphic element as well.
Well, we started just by emailing, and he told me about some of the pieces he was working on in his studio, and then I talked about some of the possible arrangements that we could do on those, like maybe some of the pieces that I had in my studio already, or some designs that I was currently working on.
These pieces were created during my thesis, and they happened to be working with pieces that Kelly was working on at the time. There was already this connection that worked. If you look at the collaboration that we've come up with, we're kind of towing that line between asymmetry and symmetry.
I think that we both came at it with an open mind. He was very enthusiastic. He came in and was really excited about the work that I was doing. He loved all the colors because, like I said, it's very mid-century palette, a lot of the bright oranges and blues and turquoise, sort of like fiesta wear a little bit.
I think that both ceramics and furniture can be approachable for a large amount of people. They can also be written off a little bit. I think that people take for granted that, they see mass-produced furniture and mass-produced dinnerware all the time. It's become very much common, to find the cheapest, quickest way to produce something. When you have these artists coming together and presenting work in this way, it really showcases the craft of the medium. There's something to take notice of. It has to do with utility, but also goes beyond that, and it goes to the, really the aesthetic of what the person's trying to say visually through their medium.
I hope that the people who see it are surprised. I hope they've never really seen a collaboration like that before. I think that the arrangement we've come up with is really playful and colorful.
There is a lot to be taken away from this, that beautifully designed objects that you find in the gallery can be just as welcoming in a home and be quite usable as well.
For more information about Kelly and her ceramic work, visit her website at kellyjustice.com. And to see more of Jason's work, check him out at fiercedesign.com. And be sure to check out Main Street Arts in Clifton Springs. For more info about this exhibit, visit mainstreetartsgallery.com.